Look at this deck. Can I ever lose? I kind of want to play Bant. I built a list, but I don't know if it's good. I want to play a bunch of Wall of Blossoms to protect my Gideons and my Narset instead of playing Gross Spiral. Yikes. Hey, Big Randall. Breakable formation, sure. White aggro plays mean deck around the Earth's Cage. Shenimir, thanks for the 10 months. Shenimir sounds very Lord of the Ring-esque. Is that the inspiration? What do you think the Leyline Cage split should be in Sultai? Is Leyline even good? I had like 1 cage, 1 Leyline, 2 cage, 1 Leyline, 2 cage, 0 Leylines, I think. I'm not sure. I didn't put too much thought into that recently. I don't remember. Some screen name you got a while ago. Huh. I guess. Oh, not a raid. Back-to-back days was raids. Kenji, you were streaming on Thanksgiving Day too? What time is it in the States right now? Where do you live, Kenji? You live on the West Coast? So it's like 2 p.m. Well, welcome everyone. A little blue-white control stream. A little control and historic stream. See if... I think the control decks are actually decent in historic. I'm not a fan of blue-white control in standard, but I think there's a bunch of control decks that are fine in historic. So I think I'm going to spend the rest of the few days I have trying to figure out if one is legit good enough. What the hell is that emote? Numot? Wow. Is that supposed to be you on the emote with the yellow hair? Weird. Can I have a yellow hat? Second best thing, yellow hair. Alright. I did draw my Field of Ruin. I was about to say that thing is a problem, but I have my own outpost. Is that Owen Wilson? Is it? Kind of looks like Kenji with yellow hair. Is Carvel live on? It is absolutely not on. Is that Owen Wilson too? Said Owen Wilson. Oh, this game is surely over. Lots of them. Ah, whatever, Loxodon's fine. Maybe this is a bit too conservative. I should have committed to Loxodon in response, that was bad. You know what to say. Whatevs. Is Blue-Eyed better than Band? I think they're both decent. I'm not sure which one's better though. Well, surely they shouldn't attack when they're trying to flip Legion's Landing, right? I mean, not that I can win this game, but... Alright, these cards might help me survive a bit. This could be good. Pact seems bad. Cage seems bad. Intervention? What are they going to have? They're going to have some planeswalkers too. They should have some planeswalkers after sideboard. They should have at least... The free mana Gideon would probably be pretty good against me. Could do Pact. Could do Dovin's Veto. I don't hate Dovin's Veto just because it's cheap. Me and Austin both on the blue-white wave. I don't know. I don't know. Has he been streaming or sharing lists? He just said blue-white was busted in historic. Definitely got my attention with that tweet. You've got my attention. Tell me more. Bit of a clunky hand, but I have all the good cheap cards. So I think it's decent keep. All right, that's a card. And they could almost get a... They could almost get the thingy next turn. They could almost get Ascend. I think I want to Wrath of God, because if they have the card that gives Indestructible, then I lose my board and they keep their creatures, which is probably not ideal. It's his sorcerer speed, yep. Alright, it's not too scary. Let's see. Probably not the best block, but whatever. I don't know if I'm supposed to make them commit more or just try and sweep the board. I'm gonna try and punish them. Well, it doesn't seem to have much. Not impressed. They've been keeping Freeman up a suspicious amount of the time this game. They could just be flooded though. Oh. Are they being lazy? Are they gonna give protection from white? Alright, yeah. I could have, yeah, obviously I should have given protection from white to the Vanguard. Alright, we've stabilized at 22 chat. I've stemmed the bleeding at 22 life. Gotta get the dino. They know about it. But what are they gonna do about it? Speed down the... Alright, you got my attention. Pretty solid start for our opponent. Does that even do anything for me? They're just gonna... Yeah, I mean this is good. If I say go, they can just pump. If I play that, they're just gonna play a Spawn of Mayhem. Well, I guess I have Narset to find a sweeper. Alright, that's kind of okay for me. I guess I can have land push to kill my Gideon if I go with a Gideon play. So it's kind of interesting. Nah, this is bad. Blazon would have been nice. They're just ignoring our set. Always a winning strat. The winningest of strats. Ignoring our set. When has that ever gone wrong for anyone? Just ignoring planeswalkers. Did I need to sweep there? What was my other option? Alright, Wall plus Gideon. Yeah, but if they have fatal push or whatnot, it's not great for me, right? Oh, you might be right. Maybe I played that a bit too fast. Well, I could understand maybe ignoring Narset, but ignoring Gideon when you literally have to... I mean, I guess if you have, like, Eliminate in your deck... I guess if you have Murder Strider, that makes sense. Maybe I shouldn't tap out here. Yeah. Well, actually, knew was coming. I'm dumb. I'm extremely dumb. What am I at? 5? Is high banana fish in rivals? I believe not. Oh. As it played it perfect. Yeah, made that turn 4 Wrath of God lost me the game. Cycling that sensor just lost me the game. I just played super loose. Oh, I suck. Alright, do I want Cage or do I want Rest in Peace? It's kind of the same thing. Alright, let's try that again. Except mine is a terrible plays. This triple 1-drop draw is pretty rough. Alright, I need them to be scared of Settle. Can I even draw anything? Alright, sometimes you get not drawn. How did the Calles go? I don't know, I just played one match and lost to Sultai, which is supposed to be my good matchup, so I'm just done with that deck. I was kind of done with it to start with, to be honest, so. Actually, maybe I should have done Emblem. I did not try Mono Black Godfarrow's Gift. Oh, more bad plays. Oh, well. Oh, they're playing counter spells? What? Alright, maybe attacking wasn't that bad. Playing Sabotage in their Sultai deck? Sounds really bad to play 3 mana interaction spells in your Gross Viral Mesa Uro deck. I mean, Sabotage is a good card, but what's their big finish here? Shark Typhoon? 4/4 Crisis, maybe? 4/4 Crisis would be annoying. That's my play of the 4/4 Crisis. I guess I could just committed to Fairy. Might get punished for playing so aggressively with Gideon and not getting an emblem. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Let's see what they're thinking about it to Fairy. They're fine with it? Okay. And pretty smoothly. Oh, that's way too many cards. He was like baffling in. I think sweepers are just better. I think maybe a billion Gus is unnecessary. I already have other counter spells. Not even that big of a fan of Dispute. I like Veto for Nissa. This looks fine. Huh. Alright, sure. That hand's kind of cool. What do you think, chat? Mono white Gideon splashing for Pact. No blue mana. I'm still in trouble if they have crisis this game. Should I start beating down? And I guess so. Oh god, I don't have double whites. Jeez. Thought I did for some reason. Oops. Hopefully that's not game losing. That'd be sad. Damn. Is Gideon gonna go all the way? This should be at 8. I should have a 1-1. Should have a second 1-1. Alright. And they should be dead on board right now if I played the right land. I think the Gideon version is better than the normal version. I think so, but I'm not sure. Usually these gimmicky things don't work in Magic. They're not good. Like the Gideon Pact thing, that would usually not be something that works, but Gideon's kind of okay on its own, and Blue Pact is kind of okay even when you don't have Gideon to protect the fairy and stuff, so gotta hold on. I'll be able to counter in our set. Yellow. Gideon in Demonic Pact. Yeah, I think it's something people have done. Sounds reasonable. Phase in our set. I might have to discard to hand size. I'll just say go for now. Nah, my hand's not that good though, but I don't know what they're playing. Just band control? If they're playing band control, I should probably minus our set. Try and find a Gideon or a Pact or something. What am I even looking for? I don't have that many hard counters in my main deck. Have you tried Gideon Pact as Esper or Bant? I built a Bant list. I was thinking I'd play Wall of Blossoms to protect my Narset and my Gideons. Because the Birth of Meletis is really good in this deck. I don't know, I feel like I've had trouble getting super meaningful prep on the ladder past few days. You don't play against a ton of high-rank player. I wonder if all the high-rank players are playing standard or they're just not playing on the ladder and testing. Can Apparition be good in this deck? I don't know. 4 color. You're just playing Sultai Pig. Might just be Sultai Pig. Double Geo today. Yeah, I've got a Geo on the stack. Can do double Geo. Alright, looks like Sultai Pig. How bad is it for me if they Nissa? I think it's fine. I can untap Wrath of God and then commit the Nissa. We need to have Nissa plus something good. CSPVD says, I listened to the Dota Caster podcast, was pretty good. Yeah, I was on Zayori's +1 podcast. There's also Midweek Metagame that's been out for a couple days. If anyone's checked that out. Classic control opening hands. Just pray your opponent doesn't have it and you kind of draw something good. It's a problem with control decks. You kind of have to keep these hands. You can't just start mulliganing. Especially in someone playing a bunch of Thoughtseize and whatnot. It's not a winning strat. Why would I ever play Plains with this hand instead of Hallowed Fountain, you ask? Well, good question. I have no idea. It is a good question, though. I'm repping the neutralize I just drew. Actually, I would rep more if you had a Hallowed Fountain in hand. Yeah, to be fair, it's the only card they don't know, so it was kind of a good play. And my left tail is not very relevant. Just spewing nonsense for content to have something to say. By the way, American people, I don't know if you saw, but you shouldn't feel as bad about your cops. Well, you should feel bad about it, but we have the same in France. Not that it's a secret or a shocker, but there's been a video that came out of free cops just beating some black guy beating up some black guy for no reason, and their report said like the guy tried to like reach for their guns and whatnot, like, and they didn't know there was like a surveillance camera filming them beating him up and stuff. So it's kind of big news right now. Yeah, they literally beat him up for like 10 minutes or something insane, like bunch of pigs. So same problems everywhere. I don't think French police has body cams. The sad thing is they're talking about arming the cops more. Like the cops in France, there aren't, but it's not always gone. It's usually like tasers or like something that shoots like, you know, pretty unlikely to be lethal, but. And the problem is, I guess in the States it's a bit different because everyone can have a gun in the States, so I guess it's kind of makes sense that if everyone's allowed to own a gun, like the cops kind of need to have guns as well, but yeah, hopefully they don't go that way in France. Yeah, they're trying to pass a kind of anti, like pretty bad laws to like protect the cops. Like you wouldn't be able to film the cops, or you would have to like, I don't know. All right, they probably have negate in their deck. I mean, there's gonna be start coming out of the graveyard. Get in there, you little fellow. Macron, the liberal savior, turning out to be awful. Who knew? Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as awful yet, but I'll say I was excited to vote for him, and now I'm just, you know, I mean, he's kind of whatever. Doesn't seem like better or worse than your average politician. He's kind of average. Do you like the current state of French democracy? I don't know enough to answer that question. My Christmas gift to my new wife is a handgun. Can't wait. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. Hope you are. Aren't there like statistics that show that owning a gun just is actually worse for you? Just more likely to lead to you getting injured and stuff? I mean, if they didn't put a newer in play, they must have Shark Typhoon, right? Was the runoff between Macron and Le Pen? Yeah, the runoff is always between Le Pen and whoever is like, you know. Ooh. So if they have Shark Typhoon, playing Teferi is actually not the worst. I think it's what am I waiting for? Alright, maybe they're just playing scared and they don't actually have Shark Typhoon. A gun is most likely to kill the person who owns it, yeah. Alright. Yeah, I should have played Teferi. I just didn't respect my opponent enough there. Not giving them enough credit. The cities in the US with the most gun bans have the most gun violence. Yeah, maybe there's an explanation for that. That's not like, that doesn't mean that you're better off owning a gun. I would guess there's a reason and that it's still a bad idea to get a gun, but... Alright, well, if they have another Shark Typhoon, which they probably do have, now I think it's good to say go and to just Wrath of God both sharks next turn. Yeah, DFY, for instance, says that the places with the most gun bans had the most gun violence to start with. Yeah. I think it also leads to like a lot of like, you know, like whenever there's a suicide attempt or something, or... Let's keep it civil in chat, please. Kind of blew it the turn I didn't play that Teferi. Let's see if... could commit that. And try and protect my Teferi. I'll let them have whatever they want to have. 2 damage. Thought this was a Magic stream. You guys want to talk politics? Go to Twitter. Oh yeah, because talking politics on Twitter always goes great. Research says Blue White is tier 1 in historic. I agree. Who knows if he actually means it. But this is a Magic the Gathering stream, all caps. Well, why can't it be both? I appreciate intelligence discourse. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly a bubble, you know, fairly bubblish, but at least lets people place to talk about it, even though if, you know, we're likely not convincing anyone who disagrees with us or other way around, etc. I think I'm in a bad spot. So why did I lose this game? Because they drew Shark Typhoons and I didn't. Yeah. It's the story in a lot of these games. And their deck's a bit slightly better Shark Typhoon deck. Because they can ramp. I mean, I don't think anyone reasonable, even like, I'm sure Joey would agree, even if he's talking about getting a gun, that the laws in the US are ridiculous and about gun control and the whole like nothing that can be done every time there's a shooting. That's literally what happens in France. Some dude goes crazy and does some really bad shit and like maybe 2 or 3 people die. Why? Because he had to do it with a freaking knife. Or maybe a handgun. And a lot of times just like people getting injured. And pick your poison. I don't think I can win this game. I mean, I have 3 cards left in hand. I'll try, I guess. Well, they didn't have a second missile. Touch that one. What could go wrong? Little memory. Alright, well, I do the Wrath of God. Basically won the game. Basically game over. Stabilized. Situation under control. They're alliance because that's all there is in their stupid deck. Odds they don't have Nissa, well, 0, obviously. There's really nothing this deck can do if your opponent just draw a bunch of rampant Shark Typhoons. Just really, really hard to win the game. No Gust. I mean, Gust is fine, but I think you need all the other cards too, so... I'm not in love with it, but I'll have to do. I mean, I could just win, just jam Teferi. It's not a bad strat. Also, they're mulliganing to 5 apparently. Easy clap. Is cast out too bad? Not sure. Cast out is fine. There's a lot of cards you want to play though. That I don't care about too much. I don't know if Major Megaforce is trolling or not. I hope they are. Should I just commit that? Kind of want to. I'll just commit it. What about jamming? They have counter into Nissa. You know what? If they have counter into Nissa, I'll just clap and go next. If they have the triple, the perfect combination of counter, land, and Nissa. Yeah, they mulligan to 5. I mean, I think I'm still fine, to be honest, but I think I'm gonna be alright. We'll see. Guess it depends how lucky they get. Croaky's just so happy. Is Nissa, who shakes the world, your favorite Magic card, Croaky's? Do you have a favorite Magic card? I hate that question. I actually don't hate that question. I just don't have a good answer for it. I don't mind talking about some of my favorite Magic cards, except they're all like 20-year-olds or 20 years old. Wool of Wood is your favorite card, Olivier? Why not? I'll play that first in case I have disputes. I guess I'll play in this north set, I mean. So next turn they could ultimate Nissa. I guess I just have to take Gideon, right? I don't think this is winning, but we'll see. Would have been okay to not activate Narset, just cast Memory next turn. Yeah, maybe that was a better play. Turns out they had their own Narset, but yeah. I think you're right, actually. That would have been a good play. I have the second Nissa to go, is it? Oh, this is getting a bit rough. I think we lost chat. It's my favorite sliver. Probably Crystalline Sliver. Crystalline Sliver is actually one of my favorite cards. Alright, I think Joey got our point and we can move on, and you know, I think we made our point, he made his. Sounds like no one's gonna budge, so let's keep it civil, please. No, it's not you. I mean, it's fine. You've been fine. I mean, we don't agree, you know. I think it's a mistake, but you've been fine, obviously. I think that's a bad take, people to say there's Reddit and Twitter to discuss politics. I think it's probably easier to discuss politics in my chat than on Twitter or Alright, do I have a winning line here? I'm at 14. Do I have undestructible lands? I mean, probably not, but let's get rid of this as start. Alright, I'm not playing blue-white in the PT. Next.